Hello Lefty Wannabes and welcome to my channel, Right Left Hand. It is day 371. Let's get started. We're in week 55, so we'll write the date, the day, the sentence, both upper and lowercase 2 times, quote both upper and lowercase 2 times, increasing numbers and symbols. And because it's Friday, we'll be writing in cursive. Let's go ahead and get started. As per usual, we're going to write the day over in the left-hand margin. Day 371. It is January 19th, 2018. And it's a lot harder for me to keep track of the date now that I don't do this every day. So yeah. And I'll go ahead and write that it is Friday. And we'll go ahead and get started with our sentence, which is Public Junk Dwarves quiz Mighty Fox. And again, we're writing this in cursive, so bear with me as we go down this dark and difficult road, because I'm not used to it. Dwarves quiz Mighty Fox. And this actually isn't looking too bad, so that's something to be proud of. And we'll go ahead and write it in all caps, which is going to be the more difficult part. But again, I wanted to choose like a shorter sentence in order to just get some more, intermediate practice or even beginner practice. Depends on how you want to think of it. Before we get into like the big stuff, so which is it's maybe some of the stuff we were doing a while ago, like 2 or 3 weeks ago. Or, well, I guess now it'd be more like 5 or 6 weeks ago. I keep on thinking in terms of the new year, but we are far past the new year by now. So, yeah. And it'll be hard for you to read it as I'm writing it just because it's harder for me to write, and so it takes up a little bit more of my stability and using my hand over it so that I can actually do it pretty well without it being an issue. So yeah. Anyways, keep on going, keep on chugging along, and finish up this this all cap sentence, and then be on our way for the day. And hopefully this is not inconveniencing anybody, because this is coming out a little bit later. But that's okay. It is always going to be a little bit out of the way, just because that's the nature of these things. Practice. Keep on messing up that I. So yeah. And finish off with Fox. Alright, now we'll go ahead and move on to the quote. This looks a little bit messy, but we'll be working on that for sure as we move forward. The quote is, "Happiness depends upon ourselves," by Aristotle. And again, this quote is a little bit shorter than normal, and so it hopefully won't be too hard on everybody. And and we'll see how it goes. And I just realized too that I didn't do my normal introductory thing where I kind of say what the sentence and quotes are, but I think that's okay. I was anticipating this so much that I was like, oh, I gotta write it. Just gotta get to it. Can't waste any time. So happiness depends on ourselves. That's Aristotle. And I can guarantee you that it won't look that pretty when I write it in all caps. But that's okay. So yeah. It's coming out no matter what, so even if it's a little bit strange. Yep. And I don't think it looks too bad, so I guess that's always a good thing. And it'll improve as time goes on. At least I hope it does. But I'm sure it will. My left-hand writing in general improved. So I'm sure that this left-hand cursive writing will improve as well. Okay, and now we'll move on to the quote again, writing it in lowercase and then uppercase. And sometimes it's a little bit weird to write these like the word or the letters right next to each other when they come up. It's just a little bit different to see that, so not necessarily bad, just different. Alright, and now I'll write Aristotle's name, just so that we don't forget who said this stuff. Okay, and now I'll finish off by writing it again in all caps. And if you can tell, this video is definitely going by a lot quicker than the past ones, and it's definitely a lot faster than the first one because I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I did not expect it to take as long as it did. And then the second one I cut down a little bit more, and now I just keep on cutting down a little bit so that eventually we'll be doing this in no time at all. But for now, again, we want to get the practice in, even if it's minimal, even if it's not too much. Still got to do it. And again, this is Aristotle. Okay, and now, now that we've done that, we'll go ahead and move on to our numbers. We left off on 3,000 last time, so we'll go 3,001 all the way up to 3,020. And I've got to say it took a slight toll on my hand doing all that as quickly as I did. So hopefully I can recover in these next 2 days off. So even though I do it every Monday and Friday, you would think that, oh yeah, it's the beginning of the week and end of the week, so he has the whole weekend to, or everybody has the whole weekend to, take it easy. But, the weekend is actually shorter than the time in between Monday and Friday. So, yeah, don't know if you thought about that, but anyways, it's okay if you didn't. Well, everybody can see it, so I don't have to move this up at all. I'll just keep on writing these numbers, these decades, so that everybody can see everything. And I currently don't have my normal camera stand. So I'm just using like a makeshift thing to hold up my camera. And so that's why the angle's a little bit different and why you don't see part of the tripod. So yeah, just thought I'd let you guys know that. And it seems to work. It's pretty nice, but it's a little harder to zoom into things using this just because it can get in the way. Alright, and now we'll finish up with the symbols like we always do. Well, at least we always do for the past however many times. I don't know. So, yeah. And get it out. Just so that we're not wasting no more time. Equal sign. These little parentheses. And period. And there you have it, day 371. Thanks for watching. Come back tomorrow and every day to practice with me. Alrighty, goodbye.